Hi, my name is Bruno Rodriguez. I'm a forecaster at the National Weather Service in San Diego, and I'll be providing a quick update on the weather this week. The main concern will be the prolonged heat wave affecting inland areas, for which we have an excessive heat warning in effect Tuesday through Friday for our deserts. Away from the coast, high temperatures will range between 10 and 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. If you are planning on seeking heat relief at the coast, know that there will be a high risk of rip currents at the beaches. Looking at the expected weather hazards for the next 7 days, we see that the heat will be of high impact for the entire work week, with inland areas remaining warm into the weekend as well. For coastal zones, dense fog is likely for at least the next 2 to 3 nights, with visibility below 1 mile. Finally, the rip current risk that I previously mentioned will persist even into next weekend. So just how hot will it be? Let's run through the forecast high temperatures through Friday, beginning with tomorrow. Temperatures will warm across the board tomorrow, with some inland empire and high desert locations nearing 100 and the Coachella Valley approaching 110. Tomorrow should be the warmest day for the coast, but even so, highs should remain in the mid-70s at the beaches, with some 80s a few miles inland. By Wednesday, some slight cooling is likely for coastal and valley areas, but the heat will press on inland, especially for the deserts. The higher elevations will also continue to warm on Wednesday, with most mountain communities reaching the mid-80s. Thursday will be very similar to Wednesday, with oppressive heat continuing in the deserts. The Coachella Valley, for example, shouldn't struggle to see temperatures climb to 110 or even a little above that. At the coast, highs may be a couple of degrees cooler than on Wednesday. Finally, the cooling trend will become more noticeable come Friday, especially in the valleys, where highs should drop into the high 80s and low 90s. Temps of around 105 will still be likely in the lower deserts, however. Since heat will be a major concern this week, it's worthwhile to go over some basic heat safety tips. Try to avoid exercising outdoors or hiking, especially during the hottest part of the day. With children or pets in your car, remember to look before you lock. Even just a few minutes inside a hot car can be deadly. Wear loose-fitting and light-colored clothing to reduce sweating. If possible, keep your pets indoors, and at the very least provide ample shade and plenty of water. Speaking of water, be sure to up your own water intake, and avoid alcohol or caffeine consumption if you can. As a reminder, there will be various other weather hazards throughout the week that are not heat related. With dense coastal fog in the forecast, be sure to slow down on the road to reduce your chance of a collision. The fog will also impact our coastal waters, so be on the lookout for visibility below a mile if boating. And finally, be aware of the high rip current risk this week. Always swim close to lifeguards, and never try to fight a current if you find yourself caught by one. Instead, try to swim parallel to the coast until you escape the current's grip. That's all from us. Thanks for listening, and we hope you have a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day holiday.